And good evening, fans. Welcome to Off the Wall Soccer here in Omaha, Nebraska, as we have Major Arena Soccer League 2 action tonight. The Omaha Kings facing the Amarillo Bombers. Good to have you along on a balmy evening here in Omaha, at least for January, that's for sure. About 50 degrees outside. Off the Wall Soccer as the fans arrived here this evening. So while much of the country is shivering in cold temperatures, including understand down in the Tampa, Florida area where the M2 is located, their um, headquarters for Major Arena Soccer League 2 there with Commissioner Chris Economides and Deputy Commissioner Andrew Ross. Supposed to be down in the 20s in Tampa tonight. So that is pretty much the entire East Coast of the U.S. shivering, but not here in Omaha. And even if it was cold outside, we expect things to heat up rather quickly as the Omaha Kings and Bombers get set to do battle tonight. It's kind of an important game. They all are when you just have a 12-game regular season. No question about that. But you take a look at the standings out in the Midwest Division, and right there on top, there they are, the Omaha Kings, as they have a 4-1 mark after 5 games on the season and have been very impressive with a plus goals differential so far this year of plus 19. And that actually is actually second in the entire M2 standings this year. The RGV Barracudas, who just recently kicked off their season 4-0 now as well, one of 2 undefeated teams along with Cleveland, have a goal differential of plus 25. But Omaha comes in with 61 goals in 5 games, so they have been an offensive juggernaut of sorts, and they are hoping to continue that trend tonight. And they've been pretty good defensively as well, allowing just 42 goals in those 5 games. For Amarillo, they come in 2-3 on the season, and you look at the goal scoring differential and how they've been able to fare so far. It has not been too bad, as Amarillo with that 2 a -4 goal differential, which is pretty reasonable. And for Omaha, they want to put some space between themselves and Amarillo before they meet down in Texas, which is the final regular season game for both the Bombers and the Kings. Kind of mirror images of each other, these two teams, in terms of schedule. Omaha with a very heavy home schedule to start the season, and the Amarillo Bombers will play 5 of their last 6 in Amarillo. So they hope home cooking will help them stay in the playoff hunt. Omaha very squarely in that picture, of course, with a mark of 4-1, and that's tied with the Wichita Wings for first place in the Midwest, and those two teams will have a big showdown on February 5th at Hartman Arena. So you'll be able to catch all that action, Omaha fans and Wichita fans, on February 5th. That's a Saturday night at Hartman Arena when the Wings and Omaha will tangle. In fact, that will be Wichita's next game, so that will be a long break for the Wings to get rested and ready for that invasion from Omaha. But the Kings will, that will be their next game as well. They just have the one game this weekend, so not that difficult to schedule as Kenny Viel and the gang get ready to see if they can defend the home turf one more time here at the Off the Wall Sports Complex in Omaha. Glad to have you along as we get ready for this one. Take a look at some of the names to know as we will call it tonight. Rolo Cerulli is the leading scorer for Omaha, comes in with 7 goals and 11 assists for 18 points. In fact, that is best in the entire Major Arena Soccer League 2. So congratulations to Murillo, and we'll see him wearing number 5 again tonight and expect that he will be a big part of this Omaha offense. Leo Mejia is also a dangerous goal scorer. In fact, he leads this Omaha team with 10 goals. He also has an assist for 11 points, but his 10 goals definitely number one on the Omaha Kings roster. For Amarillo, a couple of big names to keep an eye on. Conrad Goulborn, he wears number 8, and he's got 5 goals and 5 assists. And Vitor Petriani with 9 goals on the season. So those two are really the offensive stars for the Bombers. Julio Vargas, also a quality player with 5 goals, but he is not in the lineup tonight for Amarillo as we are underway. Glad to have you along, as we said, from the Off the Wall Sports Complex here in Omaha, Nebraska. The Amarillo Bombers wearing white tops with the black shorts and the black numerals, and of course the Omaha Kings with some of the sharpest uniforms in M2 play with that black and teal look. Omaha will shoot at the far goal here to start the game, and Amarillo, of course, moving left to right on your video screen. Quick counter here for Omaha. Here's a shot, and that one just whistled wide. Looked like it might have come off the foot of Leo Mejia, the dangerous goal scorer for Omaha. Here's a chance now in the zone, trying to get it in front to Goulborn. He wears number 8. We said he's the man to watch for Amarillo. He's in there in the corner now. You can see he's a big presence and a physical player. And there's a shot that goes up over the boards and out of play, so it'll be a goal kick for Omaha's Efren Flores, number 12, who is in goal tonight for Omaha. David Rojas will start the counter here for the Kings. Play at the center line. Ball into Rojas. Shot. And that one goes out of play. Distribution there by Fredo Chavez, the goaltender tonight here for Amarillo. This is Morgan Penn with it in the corner, trying to create an opportunity. Gets it down low to Augusto. Pedro Augusto couldn't control it. Knocked out of there by Amarillo, and they will try the counter now. Lucas Lima taken off the ball. So it'll be a foul called against Omaha, and a direct kick restart here from well outside the yellow line. Not really a good scoring chance. Now here's a ball in front, comes on the near boards to Petriani. There's Vitor. Petriani steps in, and he just misses at far post. You can see how dangerous Petriani is as he worked his way through the Omaha defense right there and was able to get a good shot away. Just missed. Lima now with it, being watched by Suarez. That shot turned away. Good possession, though, here by Amarillo. Pedro Augusto with some defensive pressure out near the center line. Chavez will come all the way out to the midfield line to direct some traffic and run the offense here into the Omaha end of the field. They were looking for Kevin Machado in front. Machado couldn't come up with it. Omaha trying to counter here. Omaha on the counter. Has it knocked back. And picking it up, the loose ball is Rojas. Got it away from Petriani, and that is always a very good thing. Some exciting news for the Amarillo Bombers. Just in the last couple of days, one of their very good players has been called up, if you will, to the big leagues. We'll tell you about that when we get our first break in the action here, but always exciting when M2 players make the grade. Good save in there by Flores as he is able to smother that opportunity. Held his ground very well on the short side and turned away a couple of, Chavez on the save turned away a couple of chances there by Omaha. Clock will stop with the restart here for Chavez. No score early on, first quarter. Good to have you along from Omaha, Nebraska tonight. M2 Soccer, the upstart Omaha Kings against the Amarillo Bombers. Here's a chance now. Comes deep again into the Amarillo zone, but cleared on out of there. And 2-on-1 if they hurry, or 3-on-2 at least for the Bombers in front. There's a header try by Treviso, and he was not able to find the mark. Check that. That was Julio Molina with the header try, number 17. Omaha will possess. Penn sends it forward. Loose in the midfield line. Penn will get it back. Gives it here on the near boards now as Omaha wants to make a change. So Manny Lira will accommodate that and hold it for just a moment. Now a giveaway. And Amarillo quickly back the other way. Rodriguez defending over there. Good job taking it away from Treviso. Counter here is Rodriguez. Rodriguez tries to get it to the top of the box, but has it taken away, but Omaha will possess. There's a long shot. That was blocked in there smartly by Treviso. Came to Chavez, who tries to get it ahead of the field. It's Molina colliding in there. The referees say play on. Comes the counter now for Omaha at the other end. It's Morgan Penn steps on, and he's going to have to defend here quickly as Amarillo gets it right back. Good crowd again here tonight in Omaha. It's been great to see all the support for this Kings franchise. Bombers will try and work it around the box here, or at least the midfield area, and try and penetrate into the offensive third. Sese out there, number 26, almost with the intercept. Couldn't come out of there with it. Rich Herrera sends it on the far boards. Deep in the left corner now, and good defense there by the Kings to turn Amarillo back, but they will keep possession. Ball off the boards in front. Looked for Patriani, but a good play by Efren Flores to smother that one. That is such a key skill, being able to read that ball off the boards and play the proper angle. You can take away a lot of scoring opportunities when you do that, and Flores played it very well there. Eddie Suarez trying to track it down. Darren Mitchell there for Amarillo. No score coming up on not quite midway through the first quarter. Not been a tremendous amount of good scoring opportunities. The best one so far by Patriani of the Bombers, who just sizzled one wide of the far post. Defensive pressure by Barajas. Kept in the Omaha end of the field, then cleared at least briefly. Good play, comes out to Augusto. Pedro Augusto doesn't have much help. Will move to his left, cuts it across the box, but good defensive play there. And there's a long ball down to Goulbourne. He's got it at the yellow line. Conrad Goulbourne being watched by David Rojas now. In the corner to Lima. Luca Lima knocked off the ball by Rojas, but Lima able to keep possession. Good job by Luca there, as Rojas just about disrupted that offensive threat. But the Bombers have played well here in the opening 7 or 8 minutes. A lot of possession, and so far the best scoring opportunity of the ball game. Trying to set up Owen Regulus in front, number 21, but he was well marked. So again, Omaha will force the Bombers out to the midfield line, and Amarillo will be patient and show good possession here. This is Lima. Gets it back from his defensive partner, being watched out there by Barajas. There's a long shot by Chavez. That goes a little wide, and it will rebound all the way down into the Omaha into the field, and Chavez is able to track it down there. Still looking for our first goal of the evening. Last time we saw the Kings here in Omaha, or one of the earlier home games, I think they put up 19. I'll have to double check. I know it was a club record, but they just filled the nets against the Colorado Inferno. Here comes Eddie Suarez back the other way with a shot, and that is a save in there by Chavez. So good work by the Amarillo goalkeeper. Now a counter chance again here for Omaha. Omaha on the counter. There's a shot, and that one goes up over the glass and out of play off the foot of Manny Lira. Take a look at that one more time as Lira beat his man there, Kevin Machado, and tried to put it underneath the crossbar and got just a little too much of it. So we've got our first break in the action here in Omaha tonight, still scoreless. And as we mentioned, of course, the Kings know about losing players to the big leagues, the Major Arena Soccer League level, when they're arguably their best player, and Ali Sodal was signed in the offseason by the Kansas City Comets. Ali's played a couple of games now for Kansas City and has been an important contributor in those couple of games, and I'm sure he'll see more action as the season gets more deep into the MASL schedule. But Sodal with the Kansas City Comets, who of course had that exciting showdown last weekend at the T-Mobile Arena in downtown Kansas City with a crowd of over 6,000 fans enjoying the Comets' 9-2 win over Tacoma. And that was a lot of fun for the indoor soccer landscape. Well, the Amarillo Bombers have lost Jose Marie Otezi. And Jose Marie, who is more popularly known as JJ, has signed with the Major Arena Soccer League, and so exciting to have JJ get called up, if you will. Played with Mesquite. Here's a chance, a shot, and another one that goes high. That one off the foot of Leo Mejia. Otezi dressed in 3 games for Amarillo earlier this year, and now will be taking his talents to the Dallas Sidekicks. Very good quality defender. Had 5 goals in 4 games. 5 goals and 4 assists in 18 games 2 seasons ago with the MASL Mesquite Outlaws. And he'll be joining the Dallas Sidekicks. Almost joined Ali Sodal, the former Omaha King, in Kansas City this year. JJ, a trial player with the Comets in preseason, played in the Central Cup games that Omaha was involved in, and ended up not making the final roster, so signed with Amarillo, and has been an important part of the Bombers' success. Early this season, so we wish JJ a lot of luck. Not the only M2 player to get the call. One of the star players of the Cleveland Crunch, as Amarillo tries to create another opportunity in the zone. As we said, there have not been a ton of great chances. A couple that Omaha has had. The shots have been off the mark, as was Amarillo's best opportunity when Patriani just poked one wide of the far post. There's a takedown in the corner, shot in front. Oh, and that was a great save there by Efren Flores. So that will go down as the best opportunity of the quarter as we take a look at the replay here. That one was a dandy by Flores. Might want to mark that one back at M2 Central as one of the saves of the week candidate. That was a point-blank effort that Flores was able to turn away. Still looking for our first goal. Good counter here by Amarillo. It's Goulbourne with it at the yellow line. Goulbourne double-teamed. Good defensive play there by Omaha, and Cerulli able to take it away. So Amarillo, who is among the league leaders in points, in fact, is the league leader in points, making a good defensive play, and that'll make the coaching staff of the Kings very happy. You love it when your best offensive players are back making some of those good defensive plays, and that's what Cerulli was doing right there. Got a break in the action, which reminds us to tell you about Catch Intelligence, the official main club sponsor of the Omaha Kings. Lead by knowing. Catch Intelligence is Omaha's leading data analytics software company. You can get more information at catchintelligence.com. The partnership with Catch Intelligence focuses on providing leading methodologies and practices in business intelligence, data analytics, data management, and data science while serving private and public sector organizations nationwide. Your partnership will consist of joint ventures on community projects through the aim of encouraging our youth to understand the power of teamwork. That's Catch Intelligence, lead by knowing. And we thank them for their great support of Omaha Kings soccer and all the fans in Nebraska. And it was an injury timeout, obviously, for one of the Kings players who is going to be helped to the bench here. So that was out of view here as it was on the very near boards, and that's always not a good thing when you have to see a player helped to the bench. So we'll try and get an update on that situation for you, but unfortunate for the Kings. And of course the practical part of that is you essentially going to have to play a man down as Pedro Augusto tries to get a shot at the top of the box, was double teamed, and so that math does not work, and it comes all the way back to the Omaha yellow line. Morgan Penn steps on, rolls right to Chavez, and he's able to control it. Now a giveaway. Here's a chance. Shot. Goal! Pretty give and go. Leo Mejia sets up the goal scorer. And Omaha has drawn first blood tonight. They lead at 1-0 on the giveaway. Well, just sent right there to Pedro Augusto. And Augusto made no mistake. Just a bad mistake there by Chavez, who has played well here, obviously, in the first period, but the giveaway has turned into a relatively easy goal.
They don't hear us. No, they don't. They're broadcasting in Argentina.
Here is Patriani with it.
They can hear us, but they can't. Like the people that
Patriani has it intercepted there by Barajas. Barajas counters over to Lira. Lira tries to get it in front. Shot, save, rebound, and a goal. Or no, it was a save. Great save there by Fredo Chavez. My goodness. Two great saves, and there's another opportunity now at the other end for Amarillo as we heat up the action. That is David Treviso, who's going to get the restart here out near the arc. Where's number 15? Has Regulus to his left. We'll see how he wants to play this. Perhaps off the boards or maybe roll it towards the top of the box. He will play it off the boards in front, but nobody there for the Bombers. They will keep possession, however, and then taken away nicely by Barajas. Ball into the Amarillo end of the field now. 1-0 our score as we wind towards the latter part of the first period here at Off the Wall Soccer in Omaha, Nebraska tonight. In a very good first period, both. Efrain Flores for Omaha and Fredo Chavez, despite that one miscue, with some big saves here in the first quarter. I don't think we're going to see 19 on the board tonight for the Kings. So it's Augusto that gets the goal, comes with 3:46 to play in the first quarter, and Morgan Penn, by the way, picks up the assist. And they fooled me. Chavez was such a good save. I thought it was in the back of the net and called it a little too quick for Kings. There's a takedown on the far side, and that is a foul against Dom Furness, number 3, as he sent one of the Omaha players flying. That perhaps fortunate it wasn't a blue card, but in this M2 game, they will let a lot of physical things go. And that was a good example of it right there. Just a foul, not a blue card, as Morgan Penn will put it in play. Taken away by the Bombers. Comes all the way back to Chavez, who's able to get it out to the center line. Penn couldn't catch up to it there. Chasing the corner, look out here as Treviso will battle, gets a chance maybe in front. There is a loose ball. Nice little back heel, and a good defensive play in there by the Kings, as the Bombers looked like they were setting up for perhaps an equalizer here late in the quarter, but good defensive work by the Kings. So that time it wasn't Flores who had to make the play. He got some help from the defense that time, which has also been very stout here early on. This is Suarez, drives it towards the Amarillo end of the field, but intercepted there by Reyes. Then taken away again. Here's a shot off the top of the net and out of play. Again, another opportunity. Omaha's had 3 or 4 of those here in the first half. Don't know if the scouting report on Chavez is go high, because Omaha has done that. And there's another takedown. This one came from Chavez's right. They've had a couple from the left post that have gone up and out of play, so perhaps the Kings thinking that the way to go, and often in the indoor game it is, goals are 14 feet wide, 8 feet tall, and there's one that's sent halfway to Kearney. So it'll be a distribution here for Flores. Final moments here of the first quarter. Steal and counter chance here for Patriani maybe, but he is not able to quite catch up with it. 1-0 our score, and the goal by Pedro Augusto with 3 3.75 minutes left in this first quarter. Long ball into the Bombers' end of the field. Kept in there briefly by Augusto. Now it comes back out to the center line. And that will do it for time here in the first quarter. But a pretty entertaining 15 minutes of soccer here in Omaha tonight, as the Bombers lead it by 1-0. Tell you that we also want to send along thanks to the official jersey sleeve sponsor of the Omaha Kings, Manelli Mechanical, Omaha's leading mechanical contractors, full-service mechanical contracting firm specializing in the commercial design, construction, and maintenance of some of Nebraska and Iowa's finest buildings. You can check them out at ManelliMechanical.com. That's MAINELLI Mechanical.com. ProMove Chiropractic and Performance is the official team chiropractor and performance partner of the Kings. Performance-focused chiropractic care is the specialty with Dr. Dalton Seeley, who himself is a lifelong athlete, making him the perfect fit for treating our Kings. His philosophy is to keep you moving and teach while healing. He'll send you home with personalized video instructions, detailed notes, and all the tools you need to keep you on your road to recovery. And you can stay out of pain with a special Kings discount. Just text the word Kings, that's Kings, to 402-915-4901, and you get a big 25% off a Pro Move appointment with Dr. Dalton Seeley. And you can book those appointments right online too at promovechiropractic.com. Again, that's text the word Kings to 402-915-4901 and get out there, get moving, and get feeling better with Dr. Dalton Seeley, the official team chiropractor and performance partner of your Omaha Kings. 1-0 our score. 3 games in the Major Arena Soccer League 2 tonight. All will be a little bit later start, so we probably won't have any updates on those games. I can tell you there was a game last night, the Turlock Express getting their win, a home opener, after their original home opener a few weeks ago was delayed by COVID. They defeated the Ontario Fury by a final score of 9-6. So congratulations to the Turlock Cal Express, who had a big night from Martin Arista with 2 goals and 3 assists for a 5-point game to lead the Express. Here's a chance in front, and Sese just either shot it wide or Chavez got a piece of it to knock it wide. Either way, a great chance goes by the boards. Here's another shot. That one goes wide by Augusto. Still loose in the box, loose in front, and Chavez comes off his line to knock it away. Omaha with some early good pressure here to start the second quarter. Here comes Lira. Lira top of the box, and they're going to blow the whistle and call the foul, which is all well and good, but Lira would have liked the continuation, and I think Sese just missed the far post with that one. Don't know if Chavez got a piece of it, but then a good play by Chavez to come off the line. Here's where you'd like to have seen the continuation, but did not happen. So it'll be a restart from the yellow line here. No blue card, but a restart chance. Shot. Go! What a strike by Manny Lira. And Omaha has its second of the night. Well, you can't strike him much better than that, as Lira, from a decent angle on the restart. And I have to believe, maybe looking at the replay, that Chavez was maybe a little bit screened, but still an excellent shot by Manny Lira. And it's 2-0 Omaha here, just seconds into the second quarter. Well, I don't know what they talked about in the huddle exactly in that break between the first and second periods, but Omaha came out with possession and pressure right from the get-go, and it finally pays off in the goal. Here's a kind of a dangerous restart spot here for Amarillo as Goulbourne sends it around the boards, and Flores was able again to take care of business on the near post. Goulbourne trying to create a chance, and he will be called for the foul. Good thing, or otherwise he'd have walked in all alone. There's a look at the little too much of a challenge there from Goulbourne. Can see why he's such a good finisher, though. He's got that size to really get some power behind the shot. There's a big save by Chavez again. He dives to his right, and that one may have been ticketed for the near post. So Chavez again with a dandy save. Omaha has all the pressure here so far. Here's Darren Mitchell going to try and set something up now in the Kings end of the field, but that one is taken away. Still loose on the near boards here. A couple of players in there. Now Omaha with possession, and they're able to clear the zone. Augusta will come out across the center line. Still with it over here on the near boards. Some pressure by a couple of Bombers. Now here's a chance. Shot and a goal. Giveaway there. And the Bombers able to take advantage. And they are back within 2-1. So the Bombers gift wrapped an Omaha goal. And then Omaha comes back and does the same. And gift wraps one for Darren Mitchell. So Mitchell cuts into the lead. Not much that Flores could do about that one. And it's a 2-1 ball game. It's a good quick counter. Here comes Amarillo again, and there's a shot that just goes wide. So the Bombers going to keep their pressure going here in the second quarter. They play a lot of fun games, I can tell you that. By the way, those two goals coming just about 90 seconds apart. The Kings goal coming just 48 seconds into the second, and that belonged to, as we said, Manny Lira with an assist to Eduardo Suarez. And then Amarillo's Darren Mitchell got the assist from Gabe Williams. Here is Jeff Somali in the corner for Omaha. Tries to create an opportunity in front. Still loose in there. Taken away by the Kings. Out to the yellow line. There's a shot that never got through. And Flores is going to come well off his line here to get it back out to the midfield circle. Sese taken down by Luca Lima, and the foul is called. Kings will take the opportunity to get some fresh legs out here.
Louder, Pedro!
2-1 our score here in Omaha tonight. As we mentioned, a couple of other games in the M2 sphere this evening. Big one in Cleveland when the defending champion Cleveland Crunch take on arguably their biggest rival, the Chicago Mustangs. And I say that because the Mustangs-Cleveland indoor soccer rivalry goes back a number of years, well beyond the M2 play, when a lot of their players played either in other leagues or franchises against each other representing those two cities. But they're now all united at M2 as Amarillo's got a good opportunity here deep in the Omaha end of the field. See if they can convert, and good job by the Omaha Wall to not only block it but then come out of there with possession. So good play by Omaha as they try the quick counter. Just to, we'll follow up on that in a minute as Omaha tries to set it in front. There's a shot, rebound, still loose, and a goal. That one will belong to Pedro Augusto, his second of the game, and Omaha on that good transition play. Amarillo had a very good restart opportunity deep in the Kings end of the field, but blocked by the wall, and then the quick counter, and finally Augusto is able to bang it home for a 3-1 Omaha lead. Really nice transition moment there for the Kings. They have been the better side here in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the second quarter. Looking a little bit more like that team that put up a 19 spot on the Colorado Inferno a little over a couple of weeks ago. So as we mentioned, the Mustangs and the Cleveland Crunch will, and here's a chance again, and there is a very good save by Chavez as, again, counter moment for the Kings almost results in a goal. Now here's a ball in front, trying to be chased down by Goulbourne, and are they going to call a penalty here? As Goulbourne was taken down, or actually it was Darren Mitchell was taken down, and did not see the blue card come out, so Mitchell will get a very dangerous restart spot here. Kings perhaps fortunate that they did not, or did they actually pull the blue? Nope. Three-man wall, so all is good here. Here's the restart, almost intercepted as it was a little lazy across the box, and the Kings almost took advantage of it. Now here's it counter the other way, and Chavez again comes out to make a save as Sese tries to track it down, finally corralled in there by Cerulli. Suarez tries to take it away from Goulbourne out in the neutral zone. Still loose. Kings with possession in the Bombers' offensive zone. They need a line change, though, and that can happen. And that's a smart play, even though it looks like you might have a scoring chance. The last thing you want to do is get caught out there with dead legs and allow the Bombers or whoever you're playing to come back with a odd man rush because you just have been out there too long. Here's Barajas with it in the corner. Sends it in front. Good defensive play there by Amarillo to clear the area. So Chicago and Cleveland will tee it up actually for 2 this weekend. They'll play tonight in Cleveland and then tomorrow as well in Northeast Ohio. The Cincinnati Swerve on the road, or the BC Swerve, they're based out of Cincinnati, will be traveling to Mercy Health Arena in very crisp Muskegon, Michigan tonight to take on the Risers. Here is Mitchell trying to clear the zone, can't, taken away. Here's an Omaha chance, and again, good save that time by Chavez off the foot of Manny Lira. Chavez has been busy tonight, and especially here in this second quarter. One other game tonight out in Colorado. So we take a look at that great save again by Chavez. Actually never got quite through to Chavez, actually deflected off the defender, so that's why he was shaken up for just a moment. But it will nonetheless be a corner kick here for Omaha. The Colorado Inferno and Wichita Wings will kick it off at 8 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Here's a ball in front, comes through the box, but deflects harmlessly to Amarillo, and that's good fortune for the Bombers. On the left side to Gabe Williams. He wears number 14 for the Amarillo Bombers, who will be home for 5 of their last 6 games. As we said, they have played an unusual schedule, if you will, with almost all of their early season games on the road. Here's a steal and a takeaway and a counter by Kevin Machado, but that is quickly volleyed back the other way, and Williams picks it up. Williams will try and play it back and gets it to Chavez, who will reset the Bombers' attack here. After tonight, the Bombers will be back home next weekend, Sunday, February 6th, when they take on Colorado. That is a 3 o'clock Central start on Sunday, February 6th, and then Saturday, February 12th. Here's a counter chance for Omaha. Shot and a goal. Boy, the Kings have certainly taken advantage of the counter moments that they have had. And that might be Augusto again with that one. We're going to take a break as the clock is stopped here for the media timeout and the goal midway through the second quarter. Of course, there's no running clock in indoor soccer. They stop it on balls out of play, and there's the counter again. That actually may have been Lira. We'll we'll double check that for you here during the break. Just want to follow up on the Bombers' schedule because I know Amarillo fans tuned in haven't had much of a chance to see their club in person, but they will get plenty of chances starting next Sunday with a visit by Colorado. February 12th, they will be at home against RGV. That should be a great Lone Star State showdown. And then the lone remaining game on the road is in Colorado, February 19th, but then three straight to end the regular season at home for Amarillo. Against Wichita, the vaunted Wichita Wings will be in town Sunday, February 27th, so you might want to circle your calendar for that. The Bombers will host Turlock on March 20th and then conclude the regular season with a showdown against these Omaha Kings, and who knows, that could be a very important date for playoff positioning, as that game will be March 27th in Amarillo. So again, mark your calendar for some or all of those dates. The Bombers would love to see you out there and be part of the exciting world of professional indoor soccer with the Amarillo Bombers and the Omaha Kings, who, as you see, have had great support from the Omaha fans. Again, a big crowd here tonight at the Off the Wall Soccer Complex as it's 4-1. It was Sese, by the way, who got that last goal. It was assisted by Pedro. Here's another chance, a shot and a good save off the foot of Leo Mejia, as Chavez is able to get a beat on that one. And now we've got our first blue card of the match, and this will be coming against Omaha, so Colorado, or rather Amarillo, will get the man advantage here as Morgan Penn is going to be whistled and shown the penalty box here. Now the question is, will there be a shootout, or is it going to just be a 2-minute power play opportunity? We'll see. So Augusto with a 3.9 already. He's got 2 goals and an assist. I think we might be looking at a shootout situation here. It's always a pretty big challenge if you're a goaltender in this league. So Efren Flores is going to have to perhaps face that unpleasantry. No, guess not. But it will be a restart now from the yellow line here, so that is dangerous as Omaha sets up its 4-person box. Did they send off a couple of players there, one aside perhaps? Looks like maybe, as Chavez comes up as essentially a 5th attacker, so it was penalties both ways as it turns out. So that's a break for the Kings as it comes into Flores with the long distribution. So yeah, there were unsportsmanlike cards both ways, blue cards, with 6:48 to go in the period. And Morgan Penn was indeed carded, but so was David Treviso. So both take a seat, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. So a little more space out there on the floor now, 4-on-4 soccer for the next minute and a half or so. Sometimes creates some interesting opportunities, and especially with Chavez coming up, kind of acting as that extra attacker. Here's the ball down to Goulbourne. Goulbourne knocked away by the Omaha defense. Kings try to counter. Goulbourne slows Barajas down there for a moment. Now some pressure up high by Darren Mitchell of the Bombers, but Omaha will find some space. Here comes Barajas. Trying to get it on the right side to a teammate. Kings will possess, however. Coolborn still out there with some pressure. Nice takeaway on Cerulli there as Amarillo tried to make a move to create a chance for himself. Whistle and a foul. There's a little bit of a extra toasty challenge there on the far sideline. "4-1 our score. 4 aside here for the next minute or so as, again, Chavez will come out and be very bold. That's a little bit dangerous if there's an errant pass or bounce in there. Could get the long chip. Chavez going to back up towards the center line here. And both players are back out of the box. Morgan Penn has the steal. He's got an open net but couldn't get the shot away. And that's what we were talking about, a dangerous moment there as Luca Lima comes back the other way for the Bombers, and there's a blue card. So this one will be a power play for Amarillo as Manny Lira is sent to the box. Imagine tripping would be the call. We'll double check that for you, but this will be a 5-on-4 power play for Amarillo. First of the game for the Bombers. First either way, as a matter of fact. Amarillo comes in just 18% on the power play. So that has not been their friend necessarily this year. Here's a ball ahead of the field. Good idea there by Cerulli, but almost got some help from Suarez. But here comes Amarillo with a quick counter now. Back the other way to Goulbourne. Back on top, there's a shot that never got through by Furness, or if it did, Suarez was able to get it out of there, and it'll be a restart here for Amarillo at the top of the box. This is always dangerous. There's the pass off, shot, and that's blocked out of play. Nope, it'll go over the sideboard, so it'll be a kick in there. Omaha on the penalty kill hasn't been particularly great this year, just 36%. So you'd like to see that number up in the 60s or 70s if possible. Here's a ball through, shot, and that one is slotted high over the crossbar and out of play. Great setup there for Amarillo. Pretty pass by Patriani, but we've seen that from Omaha during this first half as we've got a timeout. The Kings have been very good when they do have the man advantage, so if that opportunity presents itself later on, the Kings converting at almost 54% on the power play, which is very good, but just 36% on the penalty kill, and that's not so good. So this is an important moment here as the Kings try and keep some of the momentum. They came out right from the get-go out of the chute hot and got that goal less than a minute into the second quarter. As we take a look at some of these first half highlights, that's that beautiful strike there by Manny Lira. And then Augusto with his second of the game, and finally Sese with the fourth Omaha goal of the night. And as we mentioned, Pedro Augusto got the assist on that one, so he's had a hand in all but one of the Kings' scores here. 2 goals and an assist so far. Long distribution there by Flores. Here comes Amarillo with Julio Molina. Man advantage for the Texas squad. Here's Patriani. Got to keep an eye on him. Goulbourne is down low. They're the 2 big goal scorers. Molina can also find the back of the net. Here's a ball to the yellow line. Down low. Shot, and again high and out of play. Second time on this man advantage we've seen that by Molina. Throws his hands up in a moment of despair there. And here comes another dangerous restart. This one from the yellow line, and a little more dangerous just because Omaha is still trying to kill the penalty here, although Patriani will just take the short ball and put it in play here. Down to Goulbourne, back out to Vitor. Here's Molina again. He's due, I would think. Luca Lima with the red shoes out there near the yellow line. There's a redirect in front by Goulbourne, but didn't get much of it. Omaha trying to kill the remaining seconds of the penalty here. Race for it, and Chavez will come off the line to head it out of play. One more counter here for Amarillo. There's Patriani. Sets up Goulbourne with a shot, never got through. I think it might have been Barajas who stepped in front of it. Still a power play chance. Shot and a goal. So the Bombers, in fact, do convert. I think that may have been Goulbourne on the conversion. Their leading points getter on the season. So we take a look at the replay here. Nicely done by the Bombers. And it was, in fact, Goulbourne. Came into this game, as we said, with Patriani as the biggest threats for Omaha. And for Goulbourne, that's his 6th of the season. And it's 4-2 as we work our way towards halftime. And that would be an okay result here, I think, for the Bombers when you're on the road and up against, a good side, as we know Omaha is, as the long ball is played down to Morgan Penn. Loose in the box, and a whistle and a foul. This one will go against Omaha. The idea is you kind of keep it close and see if you can sneak one out in the final 10 or 12 minutes of the fourth. Crazy things can happen in this game, as we all know. So if you can keep it close, not out of the question that the Bombers could pull this one out. They've got some firepower. Here's a counter here for Omaha. Loose at the yellow line, picked up there by Regulus. Regulus in a battle there with Lira, and Lira going to be whistled for the foul and says, don't think so, but not going to win any arguments with the men in green out there tonight. Here's a counter chance by Mitchell, and a foul is called. Pedro Augusto, the man of the match so far for the Kings, comes onto the floor. (4-2) our score here. Hey, fun to watch Chavez. He loves to come out and really become part of the offense here. Here's Patriani, shot and a goal. Vitor on the volley. And just like that, it's 4-3. So suddenly Amarillo feeling very good about themselves as they pick up a power play goal and another one here late in the first half. It may have been Treviso. We'll double check on that. I think it might have been 15 on the goal, not 10. Treviso doing what you're supposed to do, and that's park yourself far post and hope for a good bouncer pass, and that's exactly what happened there. So Amarillo with a couple of late goals. The power play goal came with 2:25 to play as the foul is called. Regulus, or rather Lima, taken down. Lima called for the foul. Restart by Penn, but it is going to come back quickly the other way here. So it was Miguel Reyes who got that goal. It was technically not a power play goal. It came a second after the penalty expired. There's a chance in front and just missed as Leo Mejia was making a bid. We'll check that. That was Paulo Vac, number 34. Haven't seen much of him on the floor yet tonight, but getting a chance here late in the half. So it was Reyes who got the goal from Herrera for Amarillo to make it 4-2, and then it was Treviso parked far post on an assist from Gabe Williams, his second assist of the game, to make it 4-3 just 59 seconds after Reyes had scored. So great finish to the half here by Amarillo if they don't give up a late one. It is always a momentum changer if that happens, and Kings do have enough time to build forward here if they keep possession, but it's knocked out of there by Lima. Now taken right back by Lima again. He'll send it deep into the zone, and I think that will be what we got here. Lima's going to be shown a yellow card. There's the takeaway, and not really sure what Lima is being carded for, unless the officials thought it was an unsportsman play to kick the ball like that. And I think the argument is there was time on the clock, and Lima thought perhaps he could catch Flores napping, but the whistle, I guess, had been called on the foul, so that's perhaps why the yellow card was issued. It was a dead ball situation, as it turns out. Omaha with one last chance. No whistle on that play. And that will do it, as time has run out on the first quarter. And yeah, that was a yellow card for time wasting, as it's officially called. So it will be Luca Lima to spend some time in the penalty box when we start the third quarter, although there will be no man advantage for Omaha. Yellow card just means that the player themselves has to sit 5 minutes, and no power play for the other side. So the teams will play five-a-side. When we come back, should be a very, very entertaining second half, as the Bombers get 2 goals in the final 2:25 of the second quarter to make it a 4-3 game. We'll step aside for just a few minutes and then be back with third quarter action when we get ready to resume. We will join you then here from the Off the Wall soccer facility in Omaha, Nebraska. Halftime, it's the Omaha Kings 4 and the Amarillo Bombers 3. Talk to you in just a few minutes.
That one away. Quick on the restart. Derzic again. And that one. And Derzic has his 7th goal on the season.
La va a poner en movimiento. Número 23. Tiro. 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 Gol.
10 seconds to get back to even strength. Rainey comes out to defend. Shot and goal. Cincinnati swerve, just tucked into that.
Let's see if we can get a goal.
Up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking to pass. And gets a goal! And there goes Gonzalez. Takes it himself, and there's a
Hemwall. Good step away. Finds Minnick. Turn. Rips with the right and in! 2 board. Gets this crowd roaring.
looking for it. And oh my goodness, what a play. Segura gives it to Martinez. Martinez makes one guy fake, another guy fake, then back to Segura.
Switch with Utemwa. Minnick, quick pass between him and Zveko, and Minnick, who has been dynamite in goal for the Swerve. Shot, and it's going to be in for the goal. The Runners tie things up with a huge goal. That was a long bomb. Martinez shot on goal. Jose Martinez ties the game up to 2.
Things again. A little give and go, and a goal by Angel Rodriguez.
take a look at some of the first half highlights as the Amarillo Bombers crawled back into this big time at the end of the second quarter as the Kings got out to a 4-1 lead and kind of looked perhaps like they would be a little more comfortable going to intermission, but two late goals have turned the tables a bit here as we take a look at this first half summary brought to you by Florio's Italian Restaurant and Grill, the official food partner of the Omaha Kings, located in Lincoln, Nebraska. Be sure to visit them for all your favorite Italian dishes. Enjoy a comfortable, relaxing atmosphere, food cooked to order with fresh ingredients, and not to mention a great selection of imported Italian wines. That's Florio's Italian Restaurant and Grill. You can order online conveniently at floriosne.com. So we'll see how it all plays out here in the third quarter as we're just underway. That first half recap, as we mentioned, showing Amarillo, or rather Omaha, getting the first two goals. Pedro Augusto and Manuel Lira finding the back of the net. Amarillo countered with a Darren Mitchell goal, and then it was Pedro Augusto 5 minutes into the second quarter giving the Kings a 3-1 lead. Sese getting a goal to make it 4-1 before the Bombers got scores by Reyes and Treviso to make it 4-3. Those last two Bombers goals coming in the final 2.5 minutes of the second quarter. So we've got ourselves a ball game, folks, and stay tuned. It should be a lot of fun here in the second half. As we said, don't think the Kings will be putting up 19 tonight like they did against the Colorado Inferno earlier this month, as it's in the end of Amarillo, and there's a goal, an early goal for Omaha. Well, maybe they will make a liar out of me, although they've got a long way to go to get to 19, but they'll take it. That will stem the tide, if you will, whatever momentum that the Bombers perhaps took into the locker room quickly evaporates here on the near side goal to make it 5-3 now. A couple of Kings players deep in the corner there. We'll see who they give that to. It looks like it'll be that man again, Pedro Augusto. So he's got the hat trick tonight and has figured now in 4 of the 5 Omaha goals. And the Kings will get a restart here in the Amarillo end of the field at the yellow line. So this is always dangerous. As Amarillo Cerulli, who leads the league in assists and points, is out there. Now they're going to actually take it back a little off the yellow line. So a big night for Pedro Augusto. There's a ball in the box, still loose, and now taking a long crack and sending it halfway to Fort Calhoun is Eddie Suarez on the restart. Had it lined up pretty well, but off the mark by a good 3 or 4 feet. Here's a chance in the corner as Julio Molino tries to take it away for the Bombers in front of the Omaha goal. Couldn't do it. Counter now by Lira. Lira with it at the center line. Pressured from behind. Tries to get it in front. Finds a man. Shot goal! And Omaha has stormed out of the gates here in the third quarter. Just like they did, very reminiscent of the second quarter. And I think this was Cerulli who got it. Nice little cut across the box by Cerulli, and he did roof that one. So 2 quick goals in less than 2 minutes into the third quarter. And As I said, perhaps Omaha trying to make liars out of me here tonight. Still going to bet they don't put 19 on the board, but things quickly a lot more comfortable here for the homestanding Kings. And actually, guess what? It was Pedro Augusto who got the goal for Manuel Lira. That is a carbon copy of the goal that came just 47 seconds in. This one scored a minute 43 in, both from Augusto from Lira, and it's 6-3. And it's actually Pedro Augusto 4 and Amarillo 3. Here's the takeaway out at the yellow line. Shot and a goal! My goodness, Omaha just on fire here. Another giveaway by the Bombers, and what a disastrous start to the quarter here. It was Leo Mejia who took advantage of the turnover, I believe. And Mejia bangs it again high over Chavez. That clearly is the Kings' game plan here tonight. And Mejia on the scoreboard. Suddenly a 7-3 game out of nowhere. Biggest lead of the night for Omaha. They had a 4-1 lead in the second before those two late goals by the Bombers certainly seemed to give this game a very different shine, and that has gone away and then some as the Kings have come out here with 3 goals in the space of 2 minutes and 14 seconds to start the third quarter. Wow. Here is Mitchell trying to send it in front for the Bombers, but right there is Efren Flores. Cerulli battling on the near boards against Patriani, who's going to be whistled for the foul, and he can't believe it. Of course, who in indoor soccer ever believes they committed the foul, right? My little editorial comment. They play a physical brand here in M2. There's no question. Indoor soccer as a whole, at the MASL level, at the MASL 3 level, it's a physical game, and now a foul against Julio Molino, who doesn't complain much. It was basically a mugging at the center circle. But outdoor soccer obviously can be a physical game too, but with the confined spaces of the indoor game, it's super physical. There's a shot, and I think that time Chavez got a piece. He was big in the very first 2 quarters here tonight, but has been kind of hung out to dry as Patriani has it now being watched there by Cerulli, and Cerulli going to be whistled for the takedown. Vitor is going to be okay. They need him if there's a rally to be had. There's Patriani with the shot. Never got through as Suarez stepped in front of it. Now a turnover and sent right back out of harm's way. Lira didn't quite get a good strike on it into the Bombers' end of the field, although he'll chase down in there as they battle near the right of the goal. There's a shot that gets by, and a rebound try goes high and wide. 2 good opportunities for Omaha, making a bid here for their 8th as play continues. Bodies tumble, and it'll come all the way back out now to David Rojas. Rojas almost loses it, and there to save the day is one of the Omaha defenders, and then Penn is able to clear it at least back out to midfield. Now Williams picks it up. Gabe Williams on the near side now to Molina. He's a dangerous goal scorer, probably the 3rd best scorer on the team behind Patriani and Goulbourne. See Paulo Bach out there for one of his rare shifts now for Omaha, wearing number 34 with the platinum dew going. As Lira picks it up at his own yellow line, tries to outrace Molina. Sends it into the Bombers' end of the field, but that's an easy play there for Fredo Chavez. Advantage Goalkeeping is the official goalie glove partner of the Omaha Kings. Professional match quality gloves, a family business owned and operated by Mike and Jenny Polchina, who also happen to be natives of Omaha, Nebraska. Mike and Jimmy are passionate about goalkeeping and have created professional quality gloves that you can trust at an affordable price. You can check it all out at AdvantageGK.com. That's Advantage Goalkeeping, the official goalie glove partner of the Omaha Kings, as Efren Flores almost had a chance to try out some gloves right there. But again, good defensive work. As much as Omaha is known for their offense, they have been very stout in front of Flores when Efren has been tested, and he himself has made some good saves, but really good team defense as well for Omaha overall. As really bangs it off the boards to Jaffrey. Counter opportunity here for the Kings, but the foul is called. Coolborn was taken down, and both clubs will take the opportunity to get some fresh legs out there. In the indoor game, you really don't want to shift more than probably a minute 15. Sometimes even less if it's a hectic pace. As we said, you really don't want to get caught with those heavy legs and give up those transition opportunities which result so often in goals in this game. There's a run down by the Kings now. Pedro Augusto, the star of the night, with 4 already. Into the Bombers' third. Good defensive step up there, but the Kings will keep possession. Penn loses it, and it will go out of play as hops up towards this very good crowd again here tonight in Omaha. You can see not many empty seats at all. Great view of the game here at Off the Wall Soccer. And we thank all the Kings fans that made it out on this balmy January evening. Chance in front as Beck tried to control it. Checked at halftime just out of my own curiosity because we said it was a lovely evening. Here's Bach with a shot and a save by Chavez. Really a lovely evening in Nebraska for January. 50 degrees at kickoff, 46 degrees in Omaha at halftime. So I checked Tampa, Florida, which is the Major Arena Soccer League 2 headquarters, and it's 43 degrees in Tampa right now. So Omaha, you're doing better than Tampa, Florida on this Saturday night in January. East Coast getting socked with a lot of cold weather and snow, but could almost be out in shorts and t-shirts today in the Cornhusker State. Very pleasant by January standards in Nebraska, that's for sure. As Patriani comes off the bench to see if he can set the Bombers up here, and they showed some nice patience and some good possession in that first half that resulted in some chances, and they may want to get back to that here. Still lots of time. Just 6 minutes plus here in the third quarter. 4 goals in indoor soccer, as we know, is not a big margin at all. And we'll take an official timeout. Gives us a chance here to tell you about Evolution Barbershop and Barber Bo, the official barber of the Omaha Kings. Look good, feel good, keeping our players fresh on and off the field. That's Barber Bo. That's Bo Morales, a Puerto Rican native, providing the freshest cuts in Omaha. Book your appointments online. That is at evolutionbarbershop.com. That is EVOLUXION. So where you'd have a T, just put an X in there. It's evolutionbarbershop.com, and promise you that Barber Bo will take good care of you. And don't forget, we'd like to thank All the sponsors of Omaha Kings Soccer, Catch Intelligence, lead by knowing. You can check out their information at catchintelligence.com. Minelli Mechanical, the official jersey sleeve sponsor of the Kings, Omaha's leading mechanical contractors, taking care of and maintaining some of Nebraska and Iowa's finest buildings. Check them out at MinelliMechanical.com. That's AMINELLI Mechanical.com. And certainly don't want to forget our friend Dr. Dalton Seeley at ProMove Chiropractic and Performance. Dr. Seeley, a lifelong athlete, making him the perfect fit for treating the Kings. You can get 25% off on a ProMove appointment by texting the word Kings to 402-915-4901. Appointments can be booked online at ProMoveChiropractic.com. As we are underway after our official media timeout, Bombers really in need of one here. Here's a shot, and that one is just wide by Goulbourne. Gets his own rebound. Still alive in the corner, looking in front for Williams. A whistle and a foul. It was the Bombers' best chance of the third quarter, as Goulbourne, their biggest offensive threat, along with Patriani, was denied. But it will be a restart here for Amarillo to the right of Efren Flores. Flores coming into the game tonight with some pretty good numbers. There's a move in front, and down goes Lima. No whistle on that play as Frito Chavez, as he is prone to do, comes off his line, tries to set up Lima. Lima with it in front, trying to bang it home, and he does. Nice individual effort there by Luca Lima, and that's a big goal for Amarillo as they cut it to 7-4. Just first of all, a nice play by the goalkeeper Chavez, who came 2/3 of the way down the field to set Lima up, and then Lima with a couple of whacks at it, good determination, and was able to finally smack it to the far post and past Flores for the Bombers' fourth goal of the game. As we said, Flores coming into this game tonight with a very respectable 6.09 goals against average. Saves percentage is .655, so those are very solid numbers. And he has played well. It was just sometimes you got to tip the cap to a good individual effort, and that's what we saw right there by Lima. So after Omaha comes out and scores 3 goals in just over 2 minutes to start the period, Lima stops the bleeding. Chavez didn't get an assist on that one, but he probably could have. Here's a counter again for the Bombers. Tried to set it up in front to Mitchell. Couldn't get there. But the Bombers again will possess here, and as we said, they have been better when they've run some possession and been able to settle things down and work their offense a little bit. That's a big goal. Certainly keeps the Kings within spitting distance here. Or keeps the Bombers within spitting distance of the Kings. That's for sure. As Omaha threatened to come out here and blow this really wide open at the start of the half. Here's a ball in front, look for Regulus, and he couldn't control it, but the Bombers will keep possession. There's the ever-present Chavez. Nice ball off the boards by Regulus to himself, but then knocked over the side wall, and this will be a top-of-the-arc restart, so a chance for the Bombers here. A dangerous moment. Rich Herrera, number 12, will take a run to the near post. There's a shot and a goal. Dangerous moment, as we said. Anytime you get a top-of-the-arc restart like that, it is hold your breath time if you're the one that is trying to defend it. And the Bombers are back in it again at 7-5 with back-to-back goals. Nothing fancy, just a little touch to the left top of the box. And once again, we've got ourselves a ball game, Amarillo. So you Bomber fans tuning in, got to be happy with the most recent developments. Back and forth we go. Welcome to the wonderful, wacky world of indoor soccer. Here's a chance now for Omaha. In front, bicycle kick try there by the man of the hour, Pedro Augusto, and he just missed on getting his 5th of the game. Speaking of 5th of the game, Amarillo's 5th came from Patriani. Kevin Machado was the one who made that good assist, and now the Bombers again with a counter chance. In front as Regulus tries to control it, and it'll be perhaps a restart at the top of the arc here. We'll see as it goes out of play, or a corner. They're going to call it a corner, so dangerous either way. I think Amarillo would prefer a start at the top of the arc, but they'll take the corner, no question about that, as they try and pull within 1 here. And I don't think the officials were quite ready for that restart, so we'll do it again. So Amarillo got 2 in a row to end the second. Omaha got 3 in a row to start the third, and now the Bombers have come back with 2 in the space of 2 minutes and 2 seconds to make it 7-5. There's a good takeaway out at the midfield line, and then taken right back by Amarillo. So the Bombers have settled themselves down and done it by keeping some possession and creating a couple of opportunities for themselves and getting that restart goal. Battle along the boards here. Augusto going to come out and challenge Luca Lima there as Chavez again comes well off his line. I can't remember seeing an M2 goalie who's gotten himself so involved in the offense. Fun to watch as Lima gets it down low. Keep waiting for Chavez to get burned, but he is able to get back whenever he's needed to, and certainly no fear in becoming part of the offense when he feels that's important, and apparently he feels that quite often because we've seen him up near the yellow line all the way, and I don't mean his own yellow line, I mean the Omaha yellow line. We've got a foul called, and the Kings will get a restart here late in the second quarter. Kings will send out fresh legs here. Speaking of coming off the line, Flores is going to come out. There's the ball deep into the Amarillo end of the field, loose in the box, knocked out of there by the Bombers' defense. Counter chance here for Amarillo, looking to cut it to 1. There's a cut at the top of the box. Nice move again. Patriani takes the shot. Didn't get as much on it as he wanted. Good little 1v1 effort there by Patriani, but didn't result in quite the shot he was hoping for. Knocked in front, and Flores is able to dive and smother that opportunity. Been a much better stretch here for Amarillo after that blitz by the Kings opening this half. Amarillo's been better here the last 5 or 6 minutes as Don Furness sends one 3/4 of the way to Nickerson. Here comes Mejia. Mejia shot on the short side, and there's a good save by Chavez. And we've got a blue card, I think, being shown here. And this one looks like it may go against Omaha as well. And that is not good news after missing that opportunity. Say on the short side with the save, and then coming in with kind of a reckless challenge there, and that will result in a power play here for Omaha. As we said, technically their one goal that we thought was a power play goal actually wasn't. Came a second after the power play had expired, so Did not go, it went down as an even strength goal, but Suarez going to be sent to the box here for tripping. Here's a shot by Patriani, misses on the short side. Rebound and a goal. Oh, and that's one that Flores would like back. He just did not find the handle on that one, and Morgan Penn goes back to his goalkeeper and says, "Hey, that's all right, buddy. You've made some big ones tonight," and that's just how it happens sometimes in indoor soccer. You get a funny bounce, you get a crazy spin, and it's just in the back of the net, and there's not a lot you can do about it. So 3 in a row now by the Bombers, and they are back to within 7-6. How do you like that? We really have ourselves a barn burner tonight in Omaha. Kings would love one here late just to stop the momentum that the Bombers have built up, and it looked at one point like Amarillo was going to get blown out of the off-the-wall soccer field here. 2 minutes and 14 seconds and 3 goals later to start the half. It was all Omaha. And since then, it's been all Amarillo. Game of momentum and chaos. If you want to talk about the emotional side of indoor soccer, the technical side, it's really space and angles. It's all about. And the Bombers will come back one more time now, looking for an equalizer, unbelievably. So Reyes gets the goal from Furness. And time has wound out here on the third quarter. So we have been set up for a rather dramatic final 15 minutes as the Amarillo Bombers rally for 3 late goals. Luca Lima with 6:20 to play in the quarter. Patriani with 4:18 left, and then with just 1:08 to play, it was Miguel Reyes getting his second of the game. So we can kind of take a look at the individual stats collectively through 3 quarters right now. Of course, Pedro Augusto, the man of the match, with 4 goals and an assist for 5 points for Omaha. Manny Lira, a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. They are the only 2 Kings players with multiple point nights so far. The other goal scorers, Leo Mejia, Sese, and for Amarillo, 2 players with multi-point nights so far. Miguel Reyes with 2 goals and Gabe Williams with 2 assists. The other Amarillo goals so far, Patriani, Mitchell, David Treviso, and Luca Lima. So that's where we stand through 45 minutes. The more to come sign is up, however, and don't go away. This promises to be a very entertaining finish, as both of these teams have had their moments in this one. So we mentioned congratulations to the Bombers, Jose Marie Otizi, JJ as he's known, getting the call to the big leagues, signing a contract with the Major Arena Soccer League Dallas Sidekicks. And he will be joining the Sidekicks, who I think are in action tonight in the MASL. So I don't know if he'll be playing in that one or not. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll try and check on that for you, for Amarillo fans. Played with Mesquite back in a couple of seasons ago in the MASL, 9 points in 18 games played. Was not the only M2 player to get the call, as Kevin Blackwood of the Cleveland Crunch also signing a big league contract with the MASL Utica City FC, as Utica traditionally one of the better sides in the MASL. Kind of struggling out of the gate this year, signing several players, and Kevin Blackwood was among them. There's a shot, and I think it was just wide. Flores might have got a fingertip on it. But always fun to see the M2 talent come up and sign big league contracts, as there's a shot and a good save by Flores there. Mitchell making a bid. Of course, Ali Sodal, Kings fans remember Ali, I'm sure, and he signed in the offseason with the Kansas City Comets of the MASL. Here's a counter now for Omaha. They would love to get a little breathing room here for their fans and themselves. Come home with a 5th win and keep pace with the Wichita Wings in the Midwest Division. As the Wings and Kings came in tied atop the Midwest at 4-1. And don't forget, they'll have that big showdown coming up February 5th in Wichita. Counter now for Omaha. Off the boards in front, nobody there. Paulo Vac was the closest man, but Patriani comes out of there with it. Chased now by Morgan Penn is Furness. There's a shot, and that one just goes wide. That was going to be the equalizer. I think David Treviso thought that was going in as he had the celebratory arms in the air, but it just rolled wide of the post. And we've got a foul called to the right of the Omaha goal here. I think that one will be called against Furness, who got a little WWF there with the push down. Just a foul though, no blue card. Into the corner for Mejia. Mejia can't control it. Counter opportunity for Molina. Molina's dangerous. Takes the shot. Good save by Flores there as Molina came into the game tonight with 5 goals. Again, end-to-end action now, as you see in this game, as the Kings counter, then quickly knocked out of there, but Omaha will possess again. Could be that kind of a fourth quarter. Could be off to the races here. And who knows, might be last goal wins it. We'll see. There's a shot, and that one is just over the top of the crossbar. Stays in play, though. The Kings will possess again. Long ball down in front. Headed out of there by Treviso. They'll give chase, but the Kings will recover. Knocked over the side wall by Regulus. Quick restart for Omaha. See if they can take advantage. Going to be tracked down there by Barajas, who's body checked. And that's going to be a blue card to boot. So it was more than a body check. Heavy contact, and the blue card is called. It was Goulburn who came in there recklessly and out of control and draws the blue card, so Omaha will get its first power play of the game. Comes in a very opportune moment. Still almost 12 minutes to go in the fourth, and the Kings now nursing a 1-goal lead. They will call Goulburn officially for tripping. There's a shot, and good save there by Chavez as he was able to pick it up, and we've got a timeout on the floor, I believe, here, so we'll keep it right here and tell you about our friends at Catch Intelligence, the official main club sponsor of the Omaha Kings. Lead by knowing, Omaha's leading data analytics software company. Catch Intelligence focuses on providing leading methodologies and practices in business intelligence, data analytics, data management, and data science while serving private and public sector organizations nationwide. The partnership you will create will consist of joint ventures on community projects through the aim of encouraging our youth to understand the power of teamwork. CatchIntelligence.com is where you can find all the information. As this good crowd at the off-the-wall soccer complex on the edge of their seats, certainly not sitting on their hands here tonight, as the Omaha Kings have a 7-6 lead. Wanted to mention, by the way, we saw that injury in the first quarter. That was Andy Rodriguez that was helped off the field, and don't believe we've seen him return. So we wish the best for Andy. Looked like it could have been a little bit of a nasty leg injury, and we always hope that it maybe is not as bad as it looked. Here's a chance by Lira to set up a teammate down low, and he'll get it back outside the yellow line as Amarillo is on the power play. Goes out of play though, so Amarillo will be able to kill some clock. Chavez finds one of his teammates out in the midfield area. That's Regulus, and he is knocked off the ball, and it will be a blue card. And is that against Regulus? If it is, it's a two-man advantage for Omaha now. Wow. So Regulus is going to be sent to the box. Some chirping going on behind the official here, and Omaha players want to make sure they don't lose their two-man advantage. So Regulus is going to be whistled. There's Bobby Jaffrey and Darren Mitchell that had a couple of words, among others in there, but suddenly Omaha presented now with a two-man advantage as Bobby Jaffrey and Darren Mitchell exchange a couple of less hostile words as they walk down the floor together, which is good to see. So great opportunity here for Omaha. Don't see a two-man advantage very often in indoor soccer, but that's where we're at. Here's Cerulli. Cerulli leaves it over to Lira. Lira. Top of the box. Shot that goes high and wide, and Cerulli going to track it down. Boy, this would be a huge momentum change if somehow Amarillo could kill this off. Omaha looking to at least get a little breathing room here. Here's Lira, top of the box, loses it. Chase down over there, still loose. And a foul called against the Bombers. As Mitchell got a little hard on the challenge there, but no blue card. Appropriately so. Restart, though, here from the near boards. And I think we are going to do that again. 7-6 our score. And the Omaha Kings with a two-man advantage here, trying to see if they can get on top. By the way, Jaffrey was sent off with a yellow card for dissent during that little pushing match. There was no resulting man down, of course, for Omaha, since it was just a yellow card, so it's still 5-on-3 here. Manny Lira waiting to get the ball back in play, surveying the scene in front of Chavez. Now a little give and go, back to Lira. Lira moves in, top of the box, moving it around, top of the arc. Still no real shot away. Great work by the Bombers here defensively. Kings need to start pulling the trigger here, not wait for the perfect moment. There's a ball in front now to the left side of the box. Back tried to hit Lira in front. There's a takedown, and they're going to say play on. Lira steps in. Play getting very physical here all of a sudden. Mitchell bangs in there against Sese, and Sese keeps it alive. Boy, the Bombers just doing a tremendous job here, and now they're back to one man down. Boy, could they kill a two-man advantage for that long a time? We'll see. I mean, it was almost a full minute of two-man down for the Bombers, and it was Luca Lima that was called for pushing, by the way, was that second blue card. Restart from the right corner. Cerulli leaves it off. Shot. Here's Cerulli, puts it in front, and a good play by Chavez as he got over to cover that short side at the last moment. Boy, intense action here, and the Bombers are still within one. Here comes Omaha. Cerulli with a shot. That's blocked in there by Gabe Williams. So again, good Amarillo defense here. Boy, this has turned into a dandy affair in Omaha tonight. Sent out a play, and let's see if it was deflected. I think it was. It'll be a corner kick to the right of Fredo Chavez here. So again, Omaha presented with a good scoring chance. Paulo Vach comes on far post wearing number 34. Let's see what the Kings can come up with here. Off the boards, and that one is sent out of play, and I think it'll be a goalie distribution for Chavez as it was not touched. Whew! If you're the Amarillo Bombers, you're still a man down. Nope, the power play is now over. So it'll be a restart, a corner kick. It was deflected out of play. Morgan Penn comes on to pull the trigger, it looks like here. So the Bombers have killed off the two-man advantage. There's a shot, never got through. Loose ball in the box and kicked out of there. Counter opportunity for Amarillo. This is Patriani. Look out, he's dangerous, and he just blasts one wide of the far post. Vitor Patriani almost tied it up. Takedown and a foul on the far side. It was Augusto, I believe, who got in there to create a little too much contact, so it'll be Rich Herrera putting it in play for the Bombers. Gets it on the near side to Machado. Here comes Chavez. It's literally almost like having a sixth attacker all the time out there. It's fun to watch. Might give the coach a little gray hair or two for doing it, but obviously works, and Chavez has not been caught out of net. Whistle and a foul, and the Bombers on the far side. Almost midway through this fourth quarter. Still 7-6 now. Barajas thought about picking it up, didn't. Pressure up high by Molina. Gives it to Penn. See if Omaha wants to play a little possession game and give the Bombers a little dose of their own medicine. Long ball into the corner. Vach with the turn and the fire, and that goes up out of play. Good idea by Paulo Vach as he took it off the end boards and almost made it an 8-6 ball game. Lots of chances both ways now. But the Bombers having killed off that man advantage. Now here's a chance in front. Regulus pretty one-on-one. And did he hit the post? He did. Oh my goodness. Erwin Regulus with a beautiful individual effort, and he banged it off the far post, and we stay at 7-6. My goodness gracious. Everyone's heart was in their throats here in Omaha, and that one is Regulus misses a tremendous opportunity that he created for himself, basically. That would have tied things up and made it a 50-50 game here over the final 7+ minutes. There's a ball down low, shot, and that one just misses near post by Barajas. Missed by maybe 6 inches to a foot on the near side against Chavez. Get the feeling next goal here could be really big. Here's a long shot. That one is well wide. Omaha going to keep possession, however. Almost taken away there. Now here's a chance in front, and Chavez comes out to collect the loose ball and try and start the offense, and now a whistle. And Chavez says, was there a problem, man? And apparently they will call a foul there on the play, so Omaha will get the restart here, and Morgan Penn, number 2, will do the honors. Here's Mejia with it. Augusto tries to cut to the middle. Doesn't find any room to operate. Two players over there for Amarillo, and that's Matt that works for the Bombers, but the Kings steal it right back at the yellow line. Jaffrey gets it over to Mejia. There's a shot, and that one is off the mark. And actually, it's in the back of the net, and a goal does find its way in. And there's a big one for Omaha. And is that Augusto again? I think it might be Pedro, and if it is, it's his 5th of the night. It's either Cerulli or Pedro. We'll see who they give it to. I think it may have deflected off of Chavez and into the net, and that will make the home folks happy as we take a media timeout. But it is a sigh of relief for the Omaha Kings, at least for the moment, as they stretch their lead to 2 as we work our way towards the final third of the last period. It was actually Bobby Jaffrey that will be credited for the goal. So it was Jaffrey's efforts that actually knocked in the rebound off the shot by Cerulli. So Cerulli gets the assist, and Bobby Jaffrey gives Omaha a 9-6 lead here. Jaffrey's first of the night, and for Cerulli, who came in as the league's leading assist man, he just picks up number 12 on the season. He's actually been pretty quiet tonight. In fact, that's his first point of the ball game. Came in as both the points leader and the assist leader in M2 play. Had that big night against Colorado recently with 2 goals and 3 assists. It's a guy who some MASL teams might want to take a look at some point. Very talented player in his own right. So we'll see if the Bombers have an answer. Maybe Vitor Petriani can get things going and pick up where he left off against New Mexico. Had that huge 6-goal performance against the Runners. There's a takedown and play. Oh, a big collision as Goulbourne collides out there with one of the Kings players. They say play on. Here comes a chance in front by Barajas, but he didn't really hit it properly, and he didn't have a teammate making a run there, so the Bombers will get it. Now here's a long ball ahead of the field. Shot, and that one is whistled just wide by Treviso. Boy, another great opportunity for the Bombers. If they don't come back in this one, they're going to rue the day, and that one trickles to the goalkeep as the foul will be actually called against Amarillo, so boy, that is another great opportunity for the Bombers that just missed. This could easily be an 8-8 ball game. 8-6, though, still lots of time to go. I would tell you that you'd be looking in the next couple of minutes to see if the Bombers go to a 6th attacker, but the way Chavez plays, he's kind of a 6th attacker. Here's a ball top of the box, shot that goes wide, rebound banged in there by Rojas. He can't get it through. Cerulli keeps it alive. There's a ball shot, goal! A pretty redirect down low, and Sese has his 2nd of the night. And that'll make the home folks very happy. Now a little breathing room for the Kings, perhaps. You park yourself far post and good things happen, and Sese gets number 2 on the game. And we've got a timeout on the floor, and indeed the 6th attacker will come on for Amarillo. It'll be Miguel Reyes donning the 6th attacker jersey here. Still plenty of time to go with down just 3. We saw Omaha come out here in the second half and score 3 goals within a span of about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So it can happen and happen quick in this game, and especially with the sixth attacker. Manny Lira picks up the assist. That's his third assist of the game. So a 4-point night so far for Lira, as he also had the Kings' second goal all the way back in the first quarter. There's a whack at it by Herrera that'll stay in play, and now the Kings will counter with a sixth attacker in goal here. They'll be patient, though. No reason to not run a little clock, but stolen away by Regulus. Regulus in, left-footed shot. Good save in there by Suarez, or rather by Flores. He has been big tonight here for Omaha, and has had a little good fortune with the woodwork around him as well. But that's all right. That's all part of it. Reyes will direct some traffic now for the Bombers. Reyes will slowly approach. Now the Kings will make a steal, and they'll play a little keep away if they get the chance. Works it into the Bombers' end of the field, and good decision there by Morgan Penn to bring it back out and run some clock. Omaha looking to improve to 5-1 on the season. That would give them at least temporary possession, I guess, if you will, of first place in the Midwest, although the Wichita Wings are playing tonight, and that one will be a start out in Colorado at 7 o'clock Mountain against the Inferno. We do have an update from Cleveland and Muskegon. Scoreless just underway in the first for the Crunch against the Chicago Mustangs. As Omaha looks to make it double digits, here's a chance, a shot blocked in front. Good defensive play there. Muskegon and the BC Swerve going at it at Mercy Arena, and it's 3-3 in the second quarter of that one. Good one going in Muskegon tonight. Final timeout called here. As we said, the Kings come in on a 2-game win streak and will push it to 3 if the Bombers can't rally, and will improve their goal differential mark, which is impressive. Right now, 19 before the game, so they'll get pushed up a little bit. In Amarillo, as we said, a little bit of a tough luck start. They would fall to 2-4 with the loss, but remember, they have 5 of their final 6 games at home. They have been the N2 Road Warriors for the most part to start the season, and they will be happy to come home, see the home folks, and the home cooking and the home beds, and that can often make a big difference. So do not count Amarillo out by any stretch in terms of the Midwest Division or the playoff picture. It is a good side, and anytime you have guys like Conrad Goulburn and Victor Patriani and Julio Molina on your side, and been impressed by Fredo Chavez tonight, so certainly they are not done getting wins on that side of the ledger here for the 2021-22 season. There's a shot that never got through. Bombers need one here fairly quickly. And there's a takedown, and is that a blue card or just a foul? Nope, just a foul call. Lewis gets it down low. Over to Patriani now. On top, shot, and that one is knocked out of there by Flores, I believe. Got a piece of it. Reyes will reset the attack here for the Bombers. Regulus gets it back to Reyes, wearing that 6th attacker jersey. Some space down low. The 1v1 move. Picked up in there now by Herrera. And again, good play by Efren Flores, the Omaha goalkeeper, as he is able to read that play and come out and smother the attack. Last couple of minutes of play here now. Omaha looking more and more like they'll come out with a 5th win on the season. There's a counter now. Cerulli with it. Cerulli gets it over in front. There's a cheeky little play by Reyes as he makes the save. Counter here for the Bombers. Still time, but they probably need one right here. Reyes will send it down to Patriani. Patriani kind of mishit that one, and that's unfortunate as it rolls right to Flores, and he'll be able to kill a little bit more of the clock here. Good idea, just rolls it to one of a teammate, and then Lira is clipped from behind, no whistle, so they say play on. Lira will get it back. And now the long ball ahead, but taken there by Reyes. Time running out here on the Bombers. Game effort, they pulled it within 7-6 here in the second half, and certainly made it a very entertaining finish for the folks here in Omaha. There's a chance in front, and somehow stayed out of the net. And there's a handball called as Goulbourne, I think, was shaken up on the play. Boy, what a game for Efren Flores. Came in front, and Flores actually deflected off his own man. I think that might have been Morgan Penn in there, and Flores actually had to make the save off of Penn, but he was once again Efren on the spot. So Goulbourne being tended to, and he is back on his pins. Happy to see that. Don't want to see any player get injured, but you don't want to see one of the better players in the league go down with something that's a problem late. And looks like he's okay. Going to come off the floor a bit slowly, but not too much the worse for wear, I don't think. So we'll play out the final little bit here. Don't forget the Omaha Kings will be in action next weekend, February 5th, and you'll want to tune in for that on the Wichita Wings Network, as the Wings and Kings will battle at Hartman Arena. That figures very much to be a battle for first place, sole possession of first place in the Midwest Division. One more counter for the Bombers. That's broken up. The Kings will try and add a late one here, but this one is going to go to Omaha as Penn brings it in and then takes it back out. It's taken down there by Regulus, and the foul is called. So Omaha will improve to 5-1. Wichita is in Colorado tonight, so should they beat the winless Inferno, which is no guarantee, that's not an easy place to play, the Soccer House. Both Wichita and Omaha would go into that game next Saturday at 5-1, and the Amarillo Bombers will come back home, and they will take on the aforementioned Inferno also next weekend. That's a Sunday afternoon start for the Bombers against the Inferno on February 6th, so we hope the Amarillo fans will come out for that one and get a chance to really root their team on for 5 of their last 6 games, which will be played in Texas, and that means Amarillo will certainly have a chance to improve on their record, which will fall here tonight to 2-4 as we count it down here the last few seconds of the fourth quarter. Foul called in there, so it'll be a whistle against Barajas, or rather Mejia, so it'll be a dangerous restart spot here for Colorado. Late shot, and one goes high and out of play. So Flores not called upon one last time to make a save. Would say defensively be the man of the match, but Pedro Augusto stole the show offensively here tonight for Omaha. Here comes Lagulis. Ramos with some fancy footwork in there for the Bombers, but it was a heavy takedown of the aforementioned Augusto. Kings have never trailed in this one. They opened a 2-0 lead, built it to 4-1, and now looks like a red card has been issued. Didn't see exactly what that was all about, as there was some contact and discussion apparently after the play, so that's kind of an unfortunate way to put a bow on this one, as it is over here in Omaha, and the Kings have won it by a final score of 9-6. And as we said, Kings never trailed. They led it 2-0, 4-1. The Bombers got back to within 4-3, built a 7-3 lead. Amarillo rallied with 3 straight to make it 7-6, but Bobby Jaffrey and Sese scored the only goals of the fourth quarter to lead the Omaha Kings to that final of 9-6. As we look back at some of the goals in this one, and there were some pretty ones and some very pretty saves as well. The cumulative stats will give you each way. Pedro Augusto, as we mentioned, 4 goals on the night. There's one of them right there. He also had an assist. Manuel Lira with a very good game as well, a goal and 3 assists, so a 4-point night for Lira. Sese with a couple of goals, and he had 2 on the night, and those were the multi-point scorers for the Kings this evening. The other goals coming off the feet of Bobby Jaffrey and Leo Mejia to count for the 9 Omaha goals. 2 players with 2-point games for the Bombers. Miguel Reyes with 2 goals and Gabe Williams with 2 assists. And then the rest of the goal scorers are for Amarillo: Vitor Patriani, Darren Mitchell, David Treviso, and Luca Lima. So that is all the action, fast and furious. Both goaltenders really, I thought, played well tonight. Efren Flores just outdueling Fredo Chavez, although Efren had a little bobble there, but that was really the only one. He was solid the rest of the way. And as we mentioned, a couple of goals there in the fourth quarter, giving the Kings some breathing room when it looked like the Bombers might come back and get an